fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Eyes to the front, Pugsan.
I reckon, Pugsan.
I mean, that wasn't even just a small little glimpse. That was a all-out X-ray perv.
The good thing about these glasses is even when I'm looking forward at the screen at what I'm pressing on the button for you, they reflect so I can look out the window at the same time.
Is that what? Yeah, now all is revealed.
Yeah,
isn't
That's
it?
the technology, yeah.
Don't think we don't know that, Pugsan.
Ah, okay, right.
So that's what
Sort of
Keezy's
clarify
been
for the
up to.
listener there, yeah.
How are we, fellas?
So good, man.
We're good.
How about you, Jess?
I
You're in a funny mood, eh?
was fine, and now I'm in a bit of a hurrah of a mood.
Or even.
Can I run a hurrah of a mood one by you
Sure.
today? I don't know if it's radio fair, so we'll do it here. So I moved out of the house, so we had to go and clean it. Yeah, I've got my daughter here, so I'm keeping one eye on her because she's spinning around on a high chair, and I've got concerns. So I had to. We cleaned the house. Like when you exit a house,
Yes.
who cleans the house?
Well, generally the people that
living in
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Pugs, when you leave, do you clean the house or do you get cleaners in to clean the house?
No, I clean it.
Yeah. Jace, it's been a while for you, so I won't ask you that question. But well, back in the day, was it?
I cleaned it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money to hire cleaners.
No, neither.
So he sent me photos, and he said,
Oh, never good when they
Here
send
we go.
photos.
Yeah.
"Oh, look, it was fine. It's like these drawers haven't been cleaned out. There was a bit in the kitchen on the extractor fan that was missed.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? A bit on the bathtub, he reckoned, which was, I had to get him anyway. And some stuff on the windows, which was a result of the painters that came around.
Yes.
So
Right.
So I said, look, I'm not going to do that. I'll do the insides and make sure you're all happy there. And the insides are actually dirty because they'd run a lead outside,
Right.
which had left the window open. Then they water blasted so that came inside the house. But anyway, just keep the man happy. But as soon as I got there, him and his wife said, "Oh, what's going on here? There's dents in the lounge in front of the TV on the floor because it's a
wooden floor.
It's a hardwood floor.
Yeah.
Little dents there." And I said, "Oh, it's from the couch." And his missus goes, "Nah, that's not from the couch."
What?
And these, I should point out, not that it does matter. Their first language is they're from another country.
Okay. Right.
So she's just like, "Nah, this is from doing weights. You've been doing weights here."
What?
And I said, No, it's from the couch because you can see it's an L shape. But she's like, but there's some over here, there's some over here, there's some over here. I was like, yeah, well, it's because it's an L-shaped couch. So the legs for this part were here, the legs were here, and the legs were here. No, because they've just moved. The chairs, the legs on your couch move all the time? I said, well, I mean, that is what it is. No, it's not that. It's from weights. So I was like, well, I'll send you a photo of the legs. Like, there's no, I'll send you a photo of the legs. And then,
we'll go from there.
We can work it out from there. And then he goes, well, it can't be. I said, look, man, I've got like an hour. I'm not going to spend it arguing with you.
Yeah.
Now, remember that I'd also had an argument, not with Mama, buddy. I'd had an argument with him before about the pool.
Yes, I remember that. It got quite heated.
It got heated because what's amazing about these two individuals is they've got no qualms whatsoever calling you a liar to your face.
Right.
They've just got no issue with it at all.
Yeah.
So I'm telling them it's the couch. They're telling me it's not. So, okay. So I said, sorry. So what I was doing was I moved the couch and I was doing weights in front of the TV. Is that what I was doing? And so he did a similar thing with the pool where he was saying that the pool was broken because I hadn't cleaned it. But I said I hadn't cleaned it because the pool was broken. Remember, it leaked out about 4 foot of water.
Yes.
And then we had pool people come over to investigate, and they said, this has not been this is 30 years old, this pool, and it's never been cleaned or sorted or had any maintenance done on it whatsoever. Yep. So it turned out he was wrong on that one, but that didn't stop him this time. So anyway, then I'm in the bathroom, cleaning the bathroom, and he's like, now, when I say that these two were talking shit about me in their native tongue, man. They didn't stop. They didn't stop talking shit, like right in front of me as well, but there's nothing I could do about it. And after about 5 or 10 minutes, he calls me in. He's like, might come and have a look. He's like, no, these are the marks here for your couch. These are the marks here.
Wait, what?
And I'm just like, bro, I'm not getting into it with you, man. But his missus was really chipping him.
Right, okay.
It was very
don't
much
just let him get away with it.
Yeah, she was getting in his ear, and he's like, yeah, righto,
Yeah.
whatever the equivalent was. And so then I keep on doing that, and then because I'm cleaning the bathroom, now he's there. I asked her, they're painting their house. They're painting the interior of the house while I'm there. I turned up in their painting, which we'd asked them to do, and they wouldn't do.
Nice.
So they're going to rent it out again. And then I'm cleaning in the bathroom, and he's like, oh, are you cleaning it? And I said, yeah. He's like, you haven't paid professionals to come in. I said, no. He's like, oh. I said, oh, are you painting this house? And he said, yeah. And I said, what, you're not getting professionals in to do it? And he's like, oh.
Jeez.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
So anyway, it was a bit of a marathon. I then had to clean. I cleaned the extractor fan, beautiful. Cleaned the door on the oven, beautiful. And I said I'll go back and I'll do the windows. But he is filthy.
Oh my gosh. Now, am I right in remembering the last time you had the disagreement about the pole? It got so heated that you had to ask him to leave.
Yeah, because he wouldn't get out of the house.
Yeah, he
I
was
was
like
trying to go to
standing in
work,
your hallway,
and he walked back into the house.
Yes.
So good.
And he wouldn't bugger off. So, but I absolutely take his point about the dents in the floor,
Right.
because it's the feet were too narrow on it. But because we've got the couch there, we don't know. An old mate over here is jumping up and down on the couch when she's watching TV.
Yeah.
So 100%, got no problem with sorting that out. And when we moved the couch once to, I think, vacuum under it or whatever we did, we're like, oh shit, we better get some rubber feet for this.
Right, yeah, okay. What I mean, are we talking dents or scratches?
Dents.
What do you do with a dent in the floor?
You can sand them out.
But
Right.
also, if it was weights, you'd be doing so many weights that there would be so many more dents.
And they'll be considerably bigger and
That's
sharp
right.
sharp edges. I mean, there's a million reasons why it's not
Dents from
it's not
weights.
from weights, not least of all what I told you what it was. It's a fucking couch.
Can I...
Excuse my language.
Can I... so having said all that, are there bond issues? Is this what's happening here? Is it like, we're not going to give you your bond back? Because I can tell you many horror stories, not just my own, of people that never get their bond back for
insane.
ridiculous reasons.
Yeah. But
actually, this should be on the show.
Well, they'll
it's a
struggle.
good one.
The only thing, but that's a great idea for a yarn. I've got no problem paying because we should have protected the floor.
right.
I've got no problem with that at all. So yeah, sand it out and give it a varnish, sweet as. I've got no worries with that at all. But what I don't like is being accused of being a liar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but also what I did was, and I thought of it marginally too late. While they were talking shit about me, I started recording them.
Right.
Ah.
So I'd like to get somebody whose native tongue is the same and see if we can get it translated.
That's actually a great shout.
Because it would be good eating.
You got to find out what the language
Oh,
was.
I know what the language is.
Okay.
One of those things too, that my partner and I at the time learned when we were moving out of a particular place, take photos.
Yeah.
And also, if you are the landlord in that situation, take photos. Because we ended up in court over our bond, which we comprehensively won.
Yes.
And to the point where the judge was like, this was a complete waste of my time.
That's right, because of the oven tray.
Because we went through a conciliatory sort of, where they have a, what do you call them?
An intermediary person, a
mediator.
mediator, thank you.
We went through that, and it was the mediator. We could tell my partner and I was just going, who is this woman?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. And we, at the time of the mediation, we went, we'll give you $50.
But even that's too
But
much because it was for an oven tray.
We were not wrong about anything. We were totally in the right about it. We went, look, we can't be, but we'll take $50 out if that's the thing. But she went, no, I want the full amount. And as it turns out, interestingly, it was because she was doing a big reno after we moved out, and she was wanting to pay for that by
fleecing
by not giving our bond back.
Yeah, and the wife had actually had a similar issue when she was on a job in Wellington last year, and she stayed there for 2 weeks. And that was it. And then the rest of the time she was somewhere else on location. And then when she moved out, the landlord tried to get her for the same thing, these dents in the floorboards, which are from couch legs.
Yes.
But they were from a previous tenant, obviously, because they didn't match up with these ones. But the landlord just wouldn't let anybody come in and inspect it. Wouldn't let and it was just like
that's so
in the end they just paid out. But
unreal.
Anyway, it was good times.
Good times.
And he was pretty good actually. He goes, where have you moved to? And I said, just up the road. He goes, have you bought a house? And I was like, nah, man, they're too expensive. He goes, nah, they're cheap. They're cheap. I was like, oh, yeah, they're real cheap.
Well, not in that area, they're not.
Well, but also, certainly, but in Auckland at all. So I saw a thing the other day in the paper where it was a house for 1.5. This couple had a combined income of 350 grand or something like that, 330. They had 20% deposit, so they had 1.2 million as a mortgage. Their repayments were $2,500 a week.
Ridiculous.
Are you joking?
$2,500 a week.
That gives me faith in me ever getting a house.
Interestingly, it was really interesting.
It's the interest, brother. Once it gets down to 3, you'll be right.
A friend of ours, because my wife and I are thinking of selling our house, right? And, you get your GV and you go, okay, well, most houses at the moment, particularly in our area, aren't selling at their GV.
Right.
Normally you, in a normal market...
You can chuck on a few handy.
You can chuck on a bit more, but at the moment it's paying out under GV.
Right.
And so we were thinking, so we'll probably end up realistically with X amount. And anyway, a friend of ours is selling their house. And I said, can I have a look at it? And it was for $795,000. And it's beautiful. It is a stunning house. And
really?
I was like, that's what we were looking at, kind of bringing it down to. And I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. Right. But have you got a bigger bit of land?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's where the value
But I had
is.
a fair amount of land on it too, but it was just this immaculate villa.
Is that right?
And I just went, oh my God.
I'm surprised that it's that cheap.
Yeah. Nice house, man. Really nice house.
I might buy that. I won't bother looking at yours.
Nah. you wouldn't handle mine, mate. You need to be a backbone to live in my house.
You got a heat pump?
Got a heat pump, mate.
Flash bastard.
Just an update on that, by the way. Got our first bill.
Oh, yeah?
Under our normal bill.
That's
I want to hear
awesome.
about your next one. How long have you had that in?
This was an actual estimate, and it was the month that we had it installed.
Right.
Right.
So probably the next
It'll
one.
be bigger,
well,
yeah.
but it started when we had it installed.
Right.
That month.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We
So
were
did
like,
you say
really?
it was an estimate?
No, it wasn't
A
an
reading.
estimate. It was an actual reading.
Hey.
And we went,
Jeez.
yeah.
Well, that's
So the
great.
next one will be like 800.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Now you can start cranking it up.
Yeah.
Jeez. Hey, follow us on Insta, eh?
Oh, don't. I don't care
At Hodaki
anymore.
Big Show, and listen to us 4 to 7 weekdays on Radio Hodaki. And while you're there, follow Mr. Mike Minogue, follow Hoodie J, follow Call Me Pugs, don't follow Chris NZ.
Well, just don't at all. Don't follow any of us if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
whatever
you
you
are
like,
following us,
actually.
unfollow us.
It's your life.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
We didn't get into why I was in a hooer of a mood.
We can do that
Ooh.
on the show if you want, Jess.
Nah.
Okay. It's your life.
Got a real attitude at the moment, Puds.
You're going to finish with your...
Thanks, mate.
Nice.